is Nillumbik Shire, a green wedge of native bush, farmland and small towns on Melbourne's northeastern fringe. Stretching from the Yarra River in the south up to King Lake National Park in the north and sloping down to meet the Yarra Valley in the east, Nillumbik is just 30 kilometres from the CBD, but it could be 300 kilometres away. And that's exactly how the locals like it in Nillumbik, home to a thriving network of small farmers. I'm Wendy Hargraves and this is My Happy Place, talking to people who make and grow our food. Nillumbik is also home to one of the most sought-after restaurants in Australia. For chef Zoe Birch, Nillumbik is much more than a green wedge. It's a goldmine of fresh local produce grown by local farming families. There are just 8 seats at Greasy Zoe's, a 2-hatted restaurant in a tiny room that feels much more like a friend's house than a fine diner. Zoe cooks and her partner Lachlan does everything else. Local farmers inspire every dish on the menu. Zoe's ties to the Nillumbik community run deep.
You know, we know these people, they're our friends, they're our family, and to be supporting them and telling the people in the restaurant about the story just makes the whole experience much more special.
We have a basket of delicious looking produce here. Look at these new garlic bulbs.
Yes!
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So you must get excited when you see this fresh food come in.
All the time. And it's really funny because people often ask me, like, what's your favourite time of year? What's your favourite produce? And it just changes all the time. You know, the green garlic comes in and I think to myself, oh, I love green garlic. I've been looking forward to this all year. But then the broad beans start and then the apple season begins and then the quinces are here and it's just this constant, it's this constant feeling of being excited about the produce that's constantly being presented to me, essentially, and getting excited about what will I do with it this year. I remember what I did with it last year. So I love it. Yeah.
Inspiring, huh?
It's so inspiring.
This beautiful valley is the home of Sugarloaf Produce in Strathewen. It's about 70 k's northeast of Melbourne and 15 minutes drive up the hill from Greasy Zoe's restaurant. Down there, Warren and Isabella make amazing food. They've got so many things growing in their farm that I'm not sure they can even count them all. Fruit, veg, eggs, mushrooms, you name it, and it's a beautiful place.
Good morning. Hello.
Morning, girls.
Oh my God. How many chickens do you have?
About 180.
Wow.
Various ages from just about to start to lay to probably not laying anymore.
So what's the secret to good eggs, Warren?
Happy chickens.
And you can hear how happy they are.
Yeah.
It's like a little choir.
I grew up as quite a shy boy on the farm, and it was actually the farmers markets that broke me out of my shell.
So we wouldn't be having this conversation now if it wasn't for the farmers market.
Not for the farmers markets, yeah.
5 generations of Warren's family have farmed this valley, now home to hundreds of different veggies and fruit trees. In the farm's orchard, Warren shows me a heap of different berries, stone fruit, citrus, apples and pears, figs and quinces. You name it, and they grow it, even macadamia nuts. They also grow really, really good broad beans.
Not only can you eat the bean, but you can eat the new baby shoots as well. I put that in my salad mix.
Is that right? Do you sell it?
Yeah. just got a little nutty sort of.
That's fantastic. What's it like working with Zoe at Greasy Zoe's?
Yeah, we've kept a really good relationship with Zoe and Lachlan, her partner, who they come out once a week to the farm, drop off their compost, which we put into our compost pile, and then they collect some eggs and any other produce that they might need. But yeah, no, it's
So
good.
it's a really symbiotic kind of relationship.
And she loves to use seasonal produce, so it's quite a large part of her business model.
This dish that I'm going to make now is using all the produce from Sugarloaf Produce in Strathewen. So I'm going to do, I've got broad beans from them, green garlic scapes. So I'm going to do a little Japanese style egg custard. And I'm also going to make a little tart just to go on the side, which you can actually dip into the custard if you want, which has got some barbecued mixed greens that I also got from Warren and Izzy, and a little pesto using the broad bean leaves, which is kind of interesting.
What, for people who don't know, what scapes are?
Oh, scapes are the most magical thing ever. It's one of those secrets, really. The scape is the shoot that the garlic sends out, and this will become a flower. But the farmer breaks this off because obviously the garlic is putting all of its energy into creating a flower. We don't want it to do that. We want it to create a nice fat garlic bulb. So they break them off, and this is amazing because then the farmer can get another product from the garlic. So you can eat this the same way you would eat garlic. You can chop it up and just cook it in whatever you're doing. You can pickle it, which is what I've done. Another thing I like to do with this is I like to sourdough batter it and fry it, and it's delicious.
I love garlic harvest. It's always a satisfying time of the year.
Why is that?
Just because it's been in the ground for such a long time, and we've weeded it and planted it and nurtured it, and then when it comes out, it's always nice to find that you've done a good job.
Yeah. In Hurstbridge, there's another one of Zoe's favourite ingredients, just up the hill from the restaurant. Samantha and Melissa run a gorgeous little olive grove called 800 Trees, and their extra virgin olive oil is liquid gold. How did Zoe discover your oil?
Well, I think we discovered Zoe as in we, when we first moved in, we were obviously trying to check out all the local cafes and restaurants, and we noticed this was a very well-reviewed restaurant in town. And
Yeah,
so
just won Restaurant of the Year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So this was a few years back, probably about 5 years ago. It was pre-COVID. So we had a meal at Zoe's, and then we thought, oh, wonder if we should be interested in our olive oil.
They came in for dinner, plucked up the courage to ask if we would like to use their olive oil, and of course we said yes, because it's an amazing product and it comes from a beautiful property.
You've tasted a lot of olive oils. What makes it different?
Oh, it's love. Sorry, we can do that again if you want.
No, that was great.
It's love. What makes it different? It's really, they only produce a tiny amount. So I think it's quality over quantity, honestly.
We had a harvest, and I thought, oh, I'm going to bite the bullet. I'll just take a cast down, and I'll say, look, Zoe, we're up the road, Flat Rock Road. We've just had a harvest. We've just brought a cast for you to try, and if you like it, we'd be happy to supply you. And luckily, she liked it. So
She loves it, and she just baked a beautiful sourdough loaf.
Oh wow!
That she swiped through your oil, and it would, it was just a perfect moment. It was so delicious.
Yum.
Tell us what brought you here. How did you end up in this beautiful place?
Bit of a long story.
Give us the elevator version.
Yeah, the elevator version. I'd been overseas for probably about 12 years, and Sam had been overseas for probably 20 years. 18. Yeah. Both in various parts of Asia, London. And then at some point we thought, why are we living in an apartment when we could live on land? And so we're both lucky enough to be, Australian. And Melbourne was somewhere we'd both lived, so we decided to get a place here.
It's a
gutsy move though to go from office work to getting your hands dirty in a grove like this. What's that transition been like?
It's enormously humbling, actually. I mean,
Really?
there's just so much to learn from nature, whether it's from the bees in the beehives that we have, or just learning about when you don't harvest. You know, you don't actually also have to harvest everything every year because it goes back into the ground and it benefits you in the long term. So, just the learning about having to understand the seasons of life, the seasons of life that impact, nature as well as us as people, right? And we grow and learn.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's beautiful actually. It's also a beautiful community here. I think
absolutely,
you've definitely won the lotto on that front with so many amazing neighbours, but also food producers, right?
Absolutely.
It's a really special moment to be able to go out to the farm and actually see what's growing, actually have an idea in your head of you're building the menu while you're out there and you're talking to these incredibly passionate people that are just inspiring you with their words and their efforts, really. This is a little mixed citrus water kefir that we get all the citrus from the Weeping Grevillea farm. So I'm going to crack this open.
Anything could
You
happen.
should stand back. It might not do anything, which is fine. Oh, just a little pop. Just a little pop. So I've got some Tahitian lime in here. I've got some Lisbon lemons, and I've got a little bit of Australian lime as well. When you've got a farm literally just around the corner and they're growing all these different varieties, it's very inspiring.
Yeah.
And it's inspiring to tell people that, oh, you're about to drink this non-alcoholic bubbly water that's been made with all these different citrus from these people around the corner.
The farmers behind this amazing citrus fruit are absolute gems. Vicky and Wayne run the Weeping Grevillea, a plant nursery and citrus orchard with a farm gate just up the road from Greasy Zoe's.
Zoe discovered your produce on the roadside stall, just like everyone else, right?
Well, I think she made the connection with us one night we went there, and some nights we go to places and we'll take produce just for a bit of fun, a bag of this. So we said, oh, we've got these blood limes, these hybrid finger limes. And she says, yes, I know who you are now. I've been getting your stuff off the store. So, yeah, then we put it all together.
Fantastic.
That's the ruby grapefruit.
Oh.
And we've been picking them, but you can't find where we've been.
Wow.
Yeah, they're still really nice.
You just pull them
how
off?
they come off the tree. The
Done that before.
yeah.
I can see how juicy it is.
Oh well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wow.
Just juice.
Yeah, oh my God. Wow. So how many trees do you have here?
200 or 300.
Wow. And between the two of you, you're doing all the picking all on your own.
Yes.
How do you keep up? Like they're just so...
Well, yeah, it's a lot of work, and we just, as long as we keep everything stocked, well, the rest just... Yeah.
So it started as a little row of interesting citrus trees to for your gin and tonic.
Well, just one of everything. Yeah. And I had an orchard with 50 different fruit trees in it, everything that you could possibly imagine. Just one of everything.
One of everything. And then it became a bit too big, did it? So you had to start selling.
Well,
yes, too much stock.
They're impossible how much they can grow in such a small space.
Absolutely, yeah.
So how did you discover them?
They came in for dinner. and we knew them, a friend of a friend, that sort of typical small community conversation. So they came in for dinner. We had actually gotten the citrus from them before we met them, just because they have a farm gate on the side of the road. So literally driving past, grab a bag of lemon, grab a bag of limes or whatever. But then they came in to dinner and they introduced themselves and brought in quite a few of their products. And then since then we haven't stopped using them. But they have so many different citrus, and they play in a really important part in the restaurant. So we've got some beautiful rhubarb here that I got from Sugarloaf Produce in Strathewen. I get so many different things from those guys. And we're going to use these apples that we got from Ted's, which is actually on the way to the Strathewen farm. Yeah.
Do you get the apples from the roadside stall?
I do. I just get them from the roadside stall because I don't need that many. So yeah, and I like the romance of it as well. You know, you pop your change in the honesty box. Yeah, I just get them from the store. And they have a couple of different apples available. They also sell pears. And then every now and then they've got a bit of honey there and potatoes and a couple of different products. But yeah, you can go in there and ask for large quantities, but I just get it from the store. Yeah. So we're going to start with a little bit of cream. This is this cream has been cultured, so it just gives it a little bit more zest. And I'm just going to stick a big quenelle of that straight in the middle of the plate. This is going to house the apple and rhubarb sorbet that I have made, which has got a spectacular colour straight on the top, just like that. And then I've got a special thing here that I've made also using the apple and rhubarb, which is basically a little meringue, which has got a little bit of the dehydrated rhubarb and apple in it. So it's got a bit more texture than a normal meringue. A little bit more sweetness, a bit of bitterness in there as well. This is a really simple dessert, but I just like the textures. You've got the cold frozen sorbet, you've got this nice creamy acidic cream, and then you've got this sort of crunchy, almost bitter meringue. And then again with the apple and the rhubarb, I've just got this little syrup that I've made.
Sort of like a bomb Alaska in the end, isn't
totally.
it?
And that is our first dessert using the apple and rhubarb.
Because no meal is complete without a hit of chocolate.
Absolutely.
This is the second dessert, is it?
It is the second dessert, and this is an important dessert because I think that this speaks to when you are using produce direct from the farm, sometimes of you can't get everything that you want. So often at Greasy Zoe's we will take as much produce as we can at the time and we'll preserve it. And this is a really good example of that. So I'm going to make a little tart. This is just a little sourdough starter pastry shell. But in here we've got a little bit of chocolate from a little chocolatier in Castlemaine. But the really important element of this is this granita, which I've made with last season's loganberries, which we also get from Warren and Izzy at Sugarloaf Produce. So it's literally just, making hay while the sun is shining? That's literally what we do. Almost the whole point of the restaurant is for the customer to feel connected to the farmer, and we want them to understand the time and the effort that these people have gone to grow this produce, because people are disconnected with that. Going to supermarkets, they don't have that connection to the land like I do, and I think it's important that we try and take them on the journey with us.